Hello, good morning, my friends. It is I, Alphinius Goo, with Camera Mandy over there. Hello, Camera Mandy.
Hello.
And we have a hype train.
We have a hype before the show even started.
I don't even know why. You know, you know why, Camera. Look at your hat, Camera Mandy. That's what it is. Everyone loves it. Look at this hat. So, Camera Mandy, it looks kind of like a flower.
Well, that's because there's a flower.
No. It looks like a flower
with
without
a little
the flower.
blossom. Yes.
So you have nectar all over your hair, is what you're saying right now. Yes, you have
Sweet
nectar
like
head.
nectar.
Sweet nectar head.
Yes.
Good morning, friends. It is marvelous to see you. Happy Saturday, November 4th. As we move closer and closer to the holiday season. Yes, Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Festivus for the rest of us, and all the other crazy holidays that happen over this time, and we give gifts to each other, and we eat more food than we should, and have all kinds of fun, and it is a marvelous time. Yes, indeed. And we have a marvelous show today, don't we, Camera Mandy?
Indeed we do. Indeed we do.
Yes, indeed we do. I don't know what's all going to be on it because I came late. We'll figure it out as we go along.
As per usual. But yes, I guess I'll talk about what's going on today. First off, we are going to give away, finally, the Legends, Lore, and Libations.
Yes. Excuse me, let's just be clear about this. It is the deformed Legends, Lore, and Libations, because we got all these wonderful Legends, Lore, and Libations from the printer, but one of them was all screwed up. All the pages were messed up. What we're worried about is that there might be another one out there, because I think they ganged these up. So I don't know how we ended up with one screwed up one. So somebody else might have gotten one.
And because we have a hype train, I want to roll a winner right now, because we have a second winner that can be rolled later in the show.
All right.
Let's do it.
But the hype train people, they can't enter.
No. I'm saying that we're going to just do it. We're going to just going to give it away at the top of the show.
But did you get all the people on the Facebook?
I was up until 12:30 at night last night doing your crazy Facebook post.
You are marvelous, my dear. You are marvelous, yes. Well, did you see all those wonderful comments from all the crazy people? Yes, you did great with your Gooey winner. Yes. All of you who did that, yes.
Okay, I'm recording it on my phone. And I'm going to spin the wheel, okay?
Okay, ready. So this is for the deformed Legends, Lore, and Libations, signed by all of us.
Yes.
Right? This has got everyone who participated in that signature. So it's wonderful.
I'm recording.
Yes,
and I'm spinning.
Spinning is spinning. And it is.
It is landing on.
Who?
I don't know.
You're waiting.
Amy Deacon! Amy from UK!
Congratulations!
Oh, I'm so happy for them.
Yes. Magnificent. Yes, this is a wonderful collector's item. It's worth absolutely nothing, but you never know.
And James and Amy, genuinely treated us like royalty while we were out in the UK.
Absolutely.
And so I'm super happy for them. Okay,
yes, indeed. Yes, we had such a wonderful time. We're talking about going back, but we have to figure that out because it's kind of expensive.
I'm thinking every other year we should go back.
I don't know, Ms. Goo is talking about she had such a good time.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so I know. Well, we will keep you guys updated.
We will keep you updated on this. Yes, but James has got a bunch of ideas in helping us to sell more in the UK.
Right? I know.
And Ben Simon has been magnificent and trying to help us with Germany. And it's just, we can't tell all of our friends that over across the pond, right, as they say, how much we appreciate their support. Yes. Tom is a new supporter of ours, wonderful supporter. I had a chat with him yesterday, and there are others, Gooey Donut, right? Tyrone, yes, is magnificent. And anyway, there's just lots of wonderful folks across the pond that we appreciate so much. So anyway, congratulations, Amy, and you too, James. And we'll figure out how to get that across the pond to you here fairly soon.
I mean, if we go, we'll just bring it with us.
That's true. We get off the plane and have the deformed
Here
Legends,
James.
Here's your deformed Legends, Lore, and Libations, Amy.
Anyway, okay. Well, that was a great way to start the show. We have one more later.
Yes, and then we're going to talk about our next thing because we're going to give away something else very, very special, which I want to talk about.
Which I don't even know what it is.
I know she doesn't know, but I know
what it is.
Yes, but I know.
But you know. Okay.
Yes. Okay, what are we doing next, Camera Mandy? What do you want to do next? Because I got some things to do too.
I know. Okay, so I want to do our Kickstarter update. If that's okay with you.
Yes, it's okay with me. You mean all of this crap that is in front of me?
Yeah, well, they can't see it on your desk.
I know. So I got to do something here. I'm going to shut this.
Yes.
It just means if I shut this, it means that I'm going to have to open it and type in the password and all that crap.
I think that will manage while you do that later.
Yes.
Okay, so why don't you go ahead and start showing. Okay, so basically, here,
so this is the original Kickstarter.
This is the 2020 Kickstarter.
Yes. So everyone, so you understand. So we did this crazy Kickstarter in 2020 because of COVID and all of this stuff. And I have been criticized numerous times by our people for overdoing it. And I must tell all of you that everyone who participated in that Kickstarter, the value you received, even though we still have a couple more things to deliver to you, was ridiculous. Everything is 20, 30% more now than what it was at that time, some even more than that. The freebies we gave away were ridiculous.
Well, some of it too is contingent on the fact that pre-COVID paper prices were much smaller.
Oh yeah, it's all about all of the inflation things and all of that kind of stuff. But honestly, truth be told, I underpriced everything too.
And then on top of that, I don't think we had quite understood how we would then start taking things to like the next level.
Well, yeah, especially because we didn't really know what was going to happen with the COVID thing, right?
Yeah.
And of course, for almost a year, we couldn't even work very much on Gooey Cube because for all of you who don't know this, and there might be a few of you who don't know, this is a side hustle. A side hustle, that's what they call it, right? Our real business is a little advertising agency in the Colorado Springs area. And during the COVID crisis, all of our clients were in desperate need. It was a very, very difficult circumstance.
Well, there was like with everything, there was like a 2-month gap where
they got closed, they got opened, they got, some of them were considered essential services, some of them weren't. There was all kinds of, we had to shoot all these commercials and all, it was, seriously, in my entire career, I've been doing this crazy advertising thing, Camera Mandy, in my entire career, okay? I have never experienced the intensity of workload like during that year.
Oh my God, we got a level 8 hype train.
Level 8. I don't know what that means, but level 8.
Wow. We've never hit level 8 before.
Thank you all you hypers.
Yes,
we appreciate you. Mwah, magnificent.
I know we're going all depressing with COVID, but all that to say.
Right. So anyway.
Let's hype it back up again.
So that cost us a year. But we got back to it. And we really did make some stuff. So you want me to start showing things?
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to start talking through what we have done.
Are you talking through in the order that it's here, or
we could.
Because I can battle that, if you want. First of all, we gave away these free magic item cards.
Yeah, set 1 and set 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, special edition magic item cards. And we do magic item cards in almost everything that we make because I love them. Right, Camera Mandy?
Yes, they are amazing.
They're so much better than a Post-it note or write this on your character sheet, especially because when you tell them to write it on their character sheet, suddenly the +2 dagger became the +6 Vorpal Blade of Fiery Death, like 20 sessions later. And you're like, how did you get the +6 Fiery Blade of Vorpal Death? Or whatever I said earlier.
I would argue that there is such a thing maybe as too many magic item cards, though, depending on the situation.
Oh, Camera Mandy.
Because I will say that, I'm just going to put this out there. If my dad's watching, I'm so sorry.
No.
But he got a bunch of magic item cards and was just so excited to use them.
He started.
That we are completely OP for like level 3.
No, you're
Dory, a level 3 ranger, has an oath bow.
Your dad. Listen, Lawrence, I'm going to speak to you about being a little more judicious with your magical giveaways. Yes, it's very much. So now you have to not just make it tougher, you have to make it tougher, even tougher, right? Right? It has to make it extremely tough. Right?
I know, we were taking things out where we wouldn't even get through a single round of combat. He has started upping the ante a little bit.
So these were freebies.
Yes.
Right? These were freebies that went along, right? And then there was these wonderful folios, right? We did these magnificent folios, which are hand illustrated by Edvard. And really, really beautiful. Mm-hmm. And then we have all of these magnificent new races and new character folios, right? Which is the Inzandra Oz, which are magnificent. These are the characters in the world of Zyathé who were created by the Ithurns.
We just got a second person who's doing their custom portrait as an Inzandra Oz.
Yes.
So we had Damien, and now we have Matt Everhart from Gary Con.
For Guys and Gags.
It's going to be very cool.
See all of the amazing characters that are going to appear in Guys and Gags. It is going to blow your mind. We're going to talk about that in like a couple weeks, maybe even next week. We'll see what happens. But the Inzandra Oz, all of the world considers the woe of ruin that happened 1,200 annums past. All the world considers it a terrible thing, except for these people. For they were created by the Ithurns to be their slaves. And when the Ithurnic Empire was cast down by the woe of ruin, they were emancipated. Indeed, they were set free. And now they live today as a free people in most of the world of Zyathé. Yes, the Inzandra Oz are magnificent.
They are incredibly valuable. If you want some good tension in your campaign,
yes.
if you want some great tension in your campaign, have a character that's an Inzandra Oz.
Absolutely, Cameramandy, you are spot on. Because the thing is, it is their blood, if you want to call it that, right? Which is called Zytherium. And it is a substance that can no longer be made. And it is very magically potent. Yes, something we must address in the future when we do the Cyclopedia of the Peoples of the World of Zyathé. Yes, the Fusilier, magnificent. They use these fusils that are powered by flow stones. Yes, and they are not like firearms, not at all. They are their own special thing. We love them. Yes, Cameramandy?
Absolutely. And just side note, I will say this. They have been retooled in Magicka.
Oh yes, very much so. This was our first round of these. These will never be reprinted again. So if you have one of these, there's not that many left. If you have one of these, they're potentially collectible.
Yeah.
I don't know that. You'll have to wait and see.
Wait 50 years.
The Skundroos, another amazing race in the world of Zyathé. This wonderful people is a very intriguing thing. Because the god Malathuk, who is the god of the dead, was the only god of all of those created by Avova who's prohibited from creating a race of his own, participating in the creation, because the gods work together. And he was sorely vexed at this. And so, what did he do? He went back to his throne of bone, yes, in his plane, and pondered and brewed. But after 300, 400, 500 annums, or perhaps longer, he came up with an idea. Yes, because Malathuk sits at the bridge of the dead and directs all of those who have passed to their final place of resting, if you will call it that, though living in the plains is not really resting. Yes, he directs them. He crafted vessels, somewhat in his own image and likeness. And as those souls cross the bridge every once in a while, he grabs one of them and infuses them into the vessels, thereby not truly creating a race, but creating a race called the Skundroos. And the wonderful thing about the Skundroos is that they have memories of their pasts, fleeting dreams, yes, strange thoughts, and that brings all manner of wonder to characters in your campaigns. Yes, and the Fazud. Yes, the Fazud are intelligent undead. Yes, crafted in the vile desolation and other places as well, it would seem. But in particular there, in that dark locality. And they have free will, and they are not necessarily savage at all. In fact, I have one of them playing in my campaign right now at home.
I didn't know that.
Yes, Corey is playing a Fazud, and they are magnificent. Yes, a wonderful character. Yes. Oh, Cameramandy, this one's signed. The Witch's Wrath, a tremendous adventure filled with all manner of wonderful stuff.
I believe all the Witch's Wrath for the Kickstarter were signed.
Oh, is that true?
I think so.
I didn't know that. Well, interesting.
Well, at least one of them was signed.
A strangely gooey holiday. A magnificent trip into the basement of the Goos in their tower. Yes, where you have to deal with the cursed Winter's Dance ornaments that need to be beaten back into submission so Ms. Goo can deck the halls.
This is a great holiday gift, FYI, for any GMs. By the way, I sent out an email yesterday for the newsletter where all of this stuff was linked for where you can find it on the website. And we are working on a website redesign that's going to make it a lot easier to figure out our stuff.
Yeah, we really did. What do they say, Cameraman? We screwed the pooch. That's kind of a really not a very good term. You know, when you ponder screwing the pooch, you know, it's just not a good term. Especially for those of us who are dog lovers. I mean, dog lovers in the loving way, not in the screw the pooch way. Does that make sense, Cameraman?
I'm just thinking of a Parks and Recreation thing, and I don't know if I can say it.
No, that's not. That is a very irreverent.
If anyone watches Parks and Recreation, they know what I'm thinking right now.
Menace in the Mist, another magnificent tale that fits in with all of the stuff that's going on in the Republic of Zoranthia. Yes. How am I doing so far? Blowing your mind? This is the Kickstarter. This is people who... It's ridiculous how much what they paid versus what they got, right? And they're still getting.
Yes.
Yes, look at this. This is East Vedestia. It is a magnificent map pack, which takes this entire map that you see on the front and breaks it up into 8 17 by 22 maps with all kinds of wonderful little things thereon. West Verdestia, which does the same. Magnificent. Mandy, there's dust coming off of these things. We need to dust these.
Well, those ones were on display. I grabbed them off the display. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes, these are the portrait packs. Yes, this is all
20 art pieces.
20 art pieces that we gave away as part of it. This is one of the gods of Nevermore. Perhaps someone you will encounter in chapter 6 again.
Nice.
But we shall see.
Nice.
The magnificent East Verdestia tome, which was supposed to be 250 pages or so, and is actually 400.
I got, genuinely yesterday I was looking through these cyclos after I had typed up this email, and I was feeling a little bad that we have not hit our deadlines, but I was looking through East Verdestia and West Verdestia and Magica.
Camera Mandy, it is my fault because you know that I do this thing, right? Where it's not, we need more content in there, or goodness gracious, we can't eliminate this content.
We're not delivering any kind of crappy. The quality is what was just it was bringing me to tears because I was just I was looking through it, and sometimes it's easy to get a little okay, we have so much on our plates right now. But then when I'm actually holding the books, when I'm actually flipping through them, when I'm seeing the beautiful art, when I'm seeing the locations, I'm getting teary-eyed just thinking about it right now. As we look at all the names of people who contributed these locations to the books, when I look at just the amount of time, work, energy that went into laying out, I don't know. It just, honestly, I know we are a little late sometimes, but the quality and what we have accomplished just
Cameraman
takes my breath away.
Wait until people see the cities. It's a city, right?
Yes.
West Verdestia, supposed to be 250 pages, 350 plus, 380, something like that, yes? And of course, the magnificent chapters. Chapter 4, The Dread Mist Curse.
Which is such a hefty...
Well, it's too big for the box.
Bursting
Can you
out of
see
the
that?
box.
It actually pushes, and that was my fault again too. Our friend, the printer Alex, who does all this work for us, who's also a partner in Gooey Cube, along with Camera Mendy, by the way. We have an agreement that I will try to test things with him ahead of time, and we didn't do that with this one. And so whenever you get one of these, the box is bowed, yes. But this is one of my most favorite pieces of art. See it, Camera Mendy? This is called Belania's Sorrow, and you can see the monster in the window behind her. Yes. And of course, the most recent publication, The Spawn of Zanvichu. You're missing things, Camera Mendy, like Legends, Lore, and Libations.
I knew
there's so many things.
I will
probably
go
5
through the
things
list.
you're missing. I mean, I'll grab these other things, but we'll do this.
Okay, hold on.
Right?
We have... there's some stuff next to you.
I know, I'm going to grab these right here. We also did the magnificent Decks of Perilous Fortuity, the limited edition old-style deck, and then the 2 cool decks, which this is not a deck of cards like you think. It is more cards. It has games that are associated with it, and it's really, really wonderful. And we are kind of running low on these now. We're starting to get to the point where there are not quite as many as we had. So we might be out of them. We'll see. And then, of course, the Gooey dice set with the skull in the 6-sider and the Gooey Cube on the 20, yes. And then these magnificent boxes, yes. Camera Mandy. I can't open it right now very easily. There we go. It's magnetic, so you got to be careful.
We only, we have 8 of those beautiful boxes.
That's it.
Left. Yeah. I know. So we have to figure out what we're going to do with those.
I know. We'll have to do something special.
Yeah.
So anyway, Camera Mandy, this is impressive, but there's more, right? So this is really cool, right? There's more. So, and then what we're currently... Here, cut away from me for a moment.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, so we're in an exciting place right now. Are you about to sneeze?
No, I was going to grab...
They're next to you. I put them next to you.
The city boxes?
Yep, I put them on the other side.
On the other side?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was ready for you.
Oh, you are so smart, Camera Mandy.
But, okay, so just yesterday, we finally got enough product in to finally finish our shipments for what we're currently working on, which is finishing shipping out Magica, Chapter 5, and Legends, Lore, and Libations.
And we're also in process of making the limited editions and the the faux leather-bound special books, that there won't be many of those. There's only about 10 people ordered them, 8 people ordered them, hand-signed with a note and all of that stuff. Probably one of our most eminently collectible pieces that we have.
Yeah, so the faux leather editions are being printed still. There's other things included in the Kickstarter as like add-ons. So like Darkest Dream, Phallus of Spirit, The Coldest of Blood, and Cyclo 1 were all included as add-ons. Those should have already been shipped out. And so that's all that we've completed so far. And then,
excuse me.
Now, the only things we have in progress right now, there's only 5 things.
Yeah, that's it.
And so
the Glooming Doom, which is the Darkenhaven adventure.
Gloomport, I thought.
Excuse me. It's part of the Darkenhaven
Gloomport.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
The Dead and Fallow, which I'm very excited about, which really, it's done in terms of writing and in terms of artworks. We just need to put it together, but we felt like it was more important to get out Darkenhaven first.
Yes.
So I want you to see this box, cameraman. Do you see this box?
Yeah.
It wasn't supposed to be this big.
I know, but it's going to be.
And the Gloomport that goes along with it. Yes. Look at that. So my goal, as I have said many times, is to make one of the greatest fantasy cities ever made in the entire history of this marvelous TTRPG world. And I think we are doing that. In my heart of hearts, I think we are doing that. You will have to give us your opinions when you get them. But they are spectacular. And what you paid at the Kickstarter price versus the price of them now is quite substantially different. And so all of you who supported us, though we are late, you are still getting a tremendous value and even more value than what we originally promised on top of that. So.
All right. So we actually had a very good question.
Yes, please.
Okay, and then we have one other. I'm going to just talk about the 2 other things. Before I get to the question, the very important question, we get to the 2 other things. So we have the Darkenhaven.
Cameraman, why do you overhang me like that?
I know, I'm sorry. Sometimes my mind is just going a million miles a minute because I'm reading comments and trying to keep on top of everything.
I do.
And I'm just like, oh, as it is. Okay. So Darkenhaven, Gloomport, The Dead and Fallow, The Glooming Doom, and then Scenescapes. That's my...
Cameraman owes us a few more Scenescapes.
Yeah, I'm about half...
But Cameraman, you did so... Again,
I have done about 40 or 50.
You also did the over-the-top thing. Oh, wait, is that my fault?
We won't go into that. But we have about half of those finished. Those are up on the website. They're under your account if you purchase them. And then we're working on getting them up so other people can purchase them as well. And I have about 40 more to finish. And I want to keep doing them. Like, there's something I'd like to keep adding
wonderful.
to.
What's the question?
Okay, the question is, so we have the 2020 Kickstarter that we're still finishing with those 5 last things. We have the Mournwood, which will be delivered all together.
Rolling really, really well. We are working. Let me give an update on that real quick.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so we right now have already shipped Secrets Most Dire, which is in the same style as Legends, Lore, and Libations. And we're going to do more of those because people really have been responding well. If you have Legends, Lore, and Libations and you haven't cracked it, it's very different from it's much like Volo's guides in the past that were done by Ed Greenwood, magnificent. There's sort of these fictional accounts of people traveling across the world of Zyathé in various places. And so they've got a lot more action. They're sort of little novelettes almost with little short stories in each one of them. And both of them, I think, are tremendous. And I've gotten, for the people who've already gotten Legends, Lore, and Libations, quite a number of people have read it already and written to me and said how good it is. So Keith, fantastic work there, And then you'll see when you look at Secrets Most Dire, which is also intended for players, that marvelous little tome is a great read as well. Not to say that our other stuff is not, but this has got more fiction, right? So it's got more action going on and all of that kind of stuff versus being more lore-based, if that makes sense. So we are very, very close to finishing the entire Mournwood guide. This is the campaign book and the Game Master reference book, because we're actually structuring it differently than our lore books. And it has lots of artwork that go along with it and handouts. It's got magic item cards. It's got Gooey Rewards cards, all additive to the Blood for the Con adventure, which is also very, very close. So we have almost all the artworks done for both of those. We are really, really far along in the layout of both of them. And we're hoping that we are dropping digitals this next week. Okay, so and we think we will. So that would leave us only with a couple of quick stretch goals, which are the 2 little side quest adventures, and then the thing that I added, which everyone will get, which is a full map, what we call a regional map of the Mournwood. We have the 2 maps that were promised in the Kickstarter, But we're going to add another map and give that to all of you as a thank you for your excellent work for us. And wait till you see it. The Mournwood is magnificent. It is additive to Darkenhaven and Gloomport and really gives you a full scope of campaign activity to do with your players as they run around the city, right? So very excited to bring that to you. So the Mournwood is really close to being done from digital standpoint. Then we will print it and ship it out.
All right.
All right. How'd I do?
Good update. Okay, so then the question is, which I do think is a very fair question.
Oh, of course. Listen, we are late. This is a tough question. I don't got a problem with that. Go ahead.
Yeah, everyone knows that our Guys and Gax Kickstarter is coming.
Yes.
And we're trying to do it before Christmas.
Our goal is to have the Mournwood fulfilled completely before the Guys and Gax Kickstarter.
Now the question is, will Darkenhaven and Gloomport be out before the Guys and Gax materials come out?
Yes. Absolutely. Guys and Gax will be at least a 6 to 9 month process. And absolutely, really, truly, here's the thing, y'all. Again, because it's a side hustle, we have to make money. And we have people that we pay. As the partners in the business do not take any money from Gooey Cube and have not. In fact, it's quite the opposite. We write checks every month to Gooey Cube to keep it rolling. And so I really want you to know this. This is the absolute truth. And so and we're doing what's called investment, right? This is investing in a company, but because of COVID and other things that happened, it delayed us quite substantially from our original plans. And so that caused a lot of monkey wrenches to get kind of thrown into it. But our goal is always to fulfill wonderfully and to fulfill wonderfully well. And I am sorry that we are so late on these city sets in particular, because we should have gotten them out sooner. But that year in particular that we lost because of COVID in our business was brutal and just put us behind. But the Kickstarters that we are running really are helping to keep Gooey Cube going. And so I hope everyone understands that we can't just make money from nowhere. And again, it's supporting AJ and Carrie and others who work for Gooey Cube, all of our artists and freelance folks that do work for us, and we need that money. And so that is why we're doing the Guys and Gax Kickstarter a little sooner than we normally would if we were just trying to fulfill the first original Kickstarter. But that's not the only thing. The fact of the matter is that the ambitiousness of the Darkenhaven and Gloomport box sets, incredibly ambitious, that probably would have taken 2 years to put those two together just on their own, were we not making all of this other stuff at the same time. And so that's my fault. And I humbly apologize to each of you for doing that. Now, I will tell you something else. I got a secret plan that no one knows about, that all of you who are waiting on the Gloomport and Darkenhaven are going to get something else very, very special from us as a thank you for your waiting. And your patience and not blowing us up and not being mean, which you probably have every right to be so, in terms of us being so tardy. But we're going to give you something very special. I will announce that later. That includes people who also pre-ordered. So we're doing that for everyone who has supported us in that regard. So to all of you, your wonderful patience, your kindness, your support, we can't tell you how much we appreciate it. But yes, Gloomport and Darkenhaven are going to be out before Guys and Gax. Not even a question. In fact, Darkenhaven is really close. And if we hadn't had to sort of take a respite so we could work on Mournwood to get that out, Darkenhaven would probably be out already.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, so...
Any other questions on that? And I don't mind. Ask a hard question. It doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah. And I genuinely, I want to just put out a few other things. First off, I think something else we didn't account for is that now we have all this huge stack of materials. And one thing I was saying I was doing yesterday was going through and checking all of our previous stuff to make sure we're not reusing portraits and stuff like that. And then on top of that, we have lore stuff that we have to make sure all kind of ties together. I want to say a big thank you to the community, because I know a lot of people get these materials in their hands and they read them and they send us back feedback. That's super valuable to us. Yes, because the three main primary writers are obviously Alphinius, AJ, and Carrie, and then we have other amazing contractors.
A lot of them from our community.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Rob wrote Strangely Gooey Holiday. Keith wrote Legends, Lore, and Libations. And on and on. Josh and Kevin and many others, right? Yes. And then, of course, we got all the contributions that are, oh, sorry, cameraman.
It's fine.
The studio is backwards, right? Cameraman should be over there. There, but it's
all that to say, it's everything that makes the world just like so rich and so interesting and so unique and so special. So I'm very grateful for that. Okay, so we have more questions.
Okay.
I'm going to do this one quickly because this one's a little bit faster, which was the audiobooks that we are starting to work on.
Yes.
So I'm going to be honest, we started, we had the situation, obviously the personal loss, which kind of took the wind out of our sails a little bit for a month, I would say. But we are going to continue recording and we're going to get to it. The books are hefty. They have lots of material. Like, I think, so we've done a recording already and it was like an hour and 20 minutes and we only got through like 15 pages. So it's going to be a process.
Trying to give it some, some pizzazz.
Exactly.
I want it to be good. Oh, hold on, cameraman. I got to dab my nose.
Okay. So all that to say,
perfect. Well done. So now all of you can look over cameraman's shoulder and see me blowing my schnoz. Well done, cameraman.
Yeah, no problem.
Excellent job.
Anyway, so we will do the audiobooks. Just that one, like I said, we were very like motivated.
And then we lost David.
So, but we will get back to it.
And it has been hard.
Yes.
But we are getting better.
Yes.
Right? This is the process of grief. Right.
Yes.
So anyway, I don't want to bring everyone down. We don't need to do that today.
Yeah. I just wanted to give an update on that since it was asked. Okay. The next question was, what about chapter 6 and 7 of the Red Star Rising campaign?
So just so you all know, I began working on chapter 6 a while back. I already have the map of Nevermore. I have a number of artworks. I have a good, solid outline of the adventure. I know what's going to happen. I've started writing some things there, but it is not near ready to be finished. But it is a magnificent, I think, semi-climax to the tale, because it will bring together all of this butcher stuff and all of the things that have been going on back in Nevermore since the party left. And it is creepy and intriguing and mysterious. And then, of course, it takes to the next level in chapter 7. And our goal is to run a Kickstarter for those after the first of the year. But our goal is also to fulfill them quickly, okay? So Guys and Gax may actually be fulfilled after, because it depends on Luke, right? Luke and I are going to collaborate very, very extensively on this Guys and Gax. And we want it to be magnificent. This is an homage to are you going to show the video?
I haven't finished it yet.
Cameraman.
I know.
We promised everyone.
I know.
All right.
It'll be next week. And it'll be on the website because we're going to be launching Guys and Gax like pre-sign up website.
So we're going to spend Luke and I and others are going to spend a lot of time. By the way, my friends, if you have never ever participated in the Contributors Guild before, I would heartily encourage you to participate in the Guys and Gax materials. This is going to be something incredibly special, probably the most special thing that we have ever made, either that or GenzaCon, one of the two. And incredibly collectible, I think very special over the long haul. Many Easter eggs from the early days of this wonderful D&D thing, and all kinds of fun and lampooniness and scariness and creepiness and mysteriousness and all kinds of stuff. And it's going to be, I think it's going to be a pinnacle, one of the pinnacles of our works. And so we are going to do contributor submissions for that with a wonderful reward for everyone who participates. So you get a chance to actually take part in creating this homage to Gary Gygax. So I hope you will consider doing that. We'll be talking about it here in the next few weeks as we begin to move forward on that Kickstarter, which will begin after Cyber Monday. Probably that Tuesday is when we will begin. And so we are really, really excited about it. So please take part in that, and please consider being a part of that. Then we will have a timeline on Guys and Gax that will probably be somewhere towards the middle of the end of 2024. Because it's going to be a box set for the campaign, and it's going to be chapter 1 of the Guys and Gax adventure, where you actually go to the I can't wait for you to show some of this artwork, cameraman. We got to show it next week. People got to see it. Well, so let me just finish. Sorry, I know I'm going on too long, but we will do that. But we will finish Darkenhaven and the Gloomport probably as we move into the first part of next year. Darkenhaven fairly quickly, and then the Gloomsport hopefully quickly thereafter. Again, it's massive. It's a lot of work, but we have lots of work already done. So then we will do Chapter 6 and Chapter 7 in a Kickstarter after the first part of the year, and I hope to push those out rather quickly, but I don't know yet. I've got to get through all of this stuff, see how the end of the year runs before we start promising what we're going to do. But dang it, I want those last 2 chapters.
I think that is very fair. So I don't want to make any firm promises because I know, I think Josh was asking.
Well, there's people who are running it. They need Chapter 6.
6 and 7. I totally, we are going to be at that same place as well.
I know.
But my group has also kept up with it. I just want to put an asterisk on everything. These are, I don't want to say, these are not firm, like, dates quite yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like,
Yes.
we're going to attempt. So I just don't want to make any
Mournwood
promises.
feels pretty good to me.
Mournwood is absolutely like
Yes.
the next thing that is coming out, and that will all be in one box, one shipment, no interim shipments, and it will all be delivered.
Yes.
I
might, though, honestly tell you the truth, depending on how it's going, I don't mind doing an interim shipment of the 2. So there were 2 side quest, what we call side quest adventures.
Dude, you are.
I would rather.
No.
Oh,
Let
come
us.
on, man. She doesn't
We're
like me
going to roll
spending
that
extra
back
money.
there. We're rolling that back.
Well, just wait and
we
see.
will talk about that off camera. And let's move on.
Around here. All right. Are we going to do some social media or something?
Yeah. Let's
and then we
go
want to
ahead
do
and
this Mournwood
some-
thing. We'll talk about a little bit about the
Some
Mournwood.
social media. Okay.
Oh, cameraman, look, I'm not framed. I'll lean over so you don't have apoplexy.
Oh, it's fine. Okay, where is our social media? Oh, here, we'll start with me. Oh, wrong one. My Darkenhaven.
Yes, with that magnificent hat.
From
Yes,
Melinda.
Yes.
Sorry, yes. So I need to get a parasol.
No question. There is Miramandi. Yes,
Yes.
it is magnificent. In fact, there was some thought. There's a number of people coming to Genghis Khan who have characters in the world of Zyathé.
Oh,
Right.
we should do a day where
We
everyone
should do a
cosplays.
Yes, the problem is Harry would have to shrink about 1.5 feet.
That's fine.
Because he's a dwarf.
He's got this. I'm not worried about that. He can totally shrink a foot and a
Yeah, but
half.
what about, we have one Gurund, right? One person who did themselves as a
Tish.
Tish, yes. Tish would have to grow.
Or no, she's an or.
Oh, no, she's a Oroguru. She's half.
Tanya.
Did the Gurund.
Tanya.
Yes, Tanya would have to also grow about 1.5 feet, 2 feet minimum.
Yes. Okay, well, that would be kind of fun. So
Anyway,
let me
great
think about
costume,
organize
camera
that.
Mandy.
Thank you.
You know what
Thank
we
you.
didn't do this year, which I'm frustrated about, is we didn't do. Maybe we could do it anyway. We didn't do the costume contest on the
Okay,
Facebook.
I do not have. I'm sorry. Look, I'm just going to put
Can't we
this
have
out
people
there.
just post them afterwards? It'd be fun.
Okay, so I'm
gonna
just
sit back.
I'm just going to be real because I know you guys love me no matter what. I am at my capacity in terms of what I can handle for contests and for everything else.
Well,
so,
and also just with the crazy, the craziness and difficulties in the last 4 weeks. I mean, camera Mandy, nobody in this community is. I tell you, I watch things very carefully, and I appreciate you all because we don't have people who hit on us very hard, and they just ask very polite questions. What's going on with this? And I think many people understand that, losing David was incredibly hard on all of us. I mean, it's a family business. So anyway, do not worry. You're doing great. Yes?
Yes. We are getting it together. But I want to keep doing what we are doing. So at the moment, I am at my capacity. But then in like a month, I think I will be back to being able to be more able to do more stuff. So, let me just say, I'm excited that these contests are ending. I need to, but I don't mind doing just like the casual Twitch contest, like the putting in the hashtags and everything like that. That stuff's all low key.
So we're just showing here some of the things that we have produced.
This was a post that went with the list of all the things that we have produced. I wrote out all of our stuff, what we're working on, all the works in progress, all that stuff. So
I do want to tell you that that I did have had the occasion to talk to people who do production for game materials, and this has all been happening since 2019, right? And many people have said to me, "I don't know how you did all this in this period of time," and I have to say I don't either. But somehow we have done so. And it is magnificent. So if you want to see a list of all the things, oh, good God, the gooey ball.
I think it's next to you.
Yes, this thing. So this thing. Yes. So I actually now know the story. I know actually what has happened and how this gooey ball.
Well, why don't you talk about what the video is?
Are you going to show the video, or are you going to?
No, I just showed the screen. I don't have the video to play. I didn't think about that.
Camera Mandy.
I know. You got like 500 views on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a
People
TikToker.
enjoyed the gooey ball. But yeah, he found this random gooey ball.
So I'm going to tell you what happened.
Okay, go ahead.
So Abby and Allie. Allie 1.
I had a feeling it was
not
just one
Allie
of them.
2.
Yes.
They apparently came into my office and threw these up onto the ceiling, stuck there, right? With the hopes that I would be sitting at my computer doing work or on a conference call with some very important client or some other thing, and the gooey ball would fall down, right, at that exact time. Yes,
that right?
It did not do that. Instead, when I came in, it was just sitting there, right on the table. Yes, not moving.
But you said in the video that you were going to do something with this gooey ball, but you weren't sure what it was. So what?
Oh
have
no,
you
I'm not
decided?
telling yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh yes, this gooey ball I've got a plan for this. I think it might be a monster in the world of Zyathé.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
The ball of goo.
Okay. Here we are.
Don't talk about that amongst mixed company.
Okay.
Right. This was funny.
Yes.
Jason, this was fantastic. And the comments were even better.
Yes, get a set of dice for your. I mean, how would you even keep track? Like, you have to count every dot.
Well,
Yes.
over time you would get a pattern.
Yes. Well, yeah. So it's a set of dice where.
Can you
all
imagine? Do people still remember the show Monk? Which was
Yeah, I love Monk.
magnificent. One of the great, really, really brilliant show. Right along with Psych, right? There was some of these very
those were
quirky
great.
shows that came out for a while that were really fantastic. Can you imagine poor Monk with these? Oh. Yeah, I'd drive him nuts. Plus, they'd be dirty. He doesn't want. Oh, Camera Mandy. Yes, the great Gooey Grognard glasses are available.
Yes. So gooeycube.com/merch. Belinda also posted this. So she got the hat, hoodie, and 2 shirts. And so, we have it all up on the merch shop. We're working on more merch. Actually, the merch is doing pretty good. So thank you all. People have been asking for it for a long time. So I'm glad that it was thanks to Riley finally helped us get that going.
Yeah,
and
Riley, people do not know. Riley is magnificent and puts in so much extra effort and time to try to really help Gooey Cube along. And we really appreciate him so much. So.
Oh, Julie says that Monk, they are making a new movie.
What?
That's great. Okay. Well, we look forward to that.
I cannot wait.
Yeah,
yes, both
great.
Ms. Goo and I had kind of a Monk ritual. We would watch that together. It was really fun. Yes. Oh, yes. And Heather got hers.
So, yeah,
and
more
Heather, it was good to
shipments.
see you around. I don't know if you're watching this morning, but it was good to see you around. Tyler got his.
Yes.
I was happy for that because Tyler was waiting on these.
Yes.
Tyler, I hope you love them.
So shipments are coming in. Oh, this is exciting. This is our friend Joe. He's going to come on the show to talk about what he does. But he had a Kickstarter for a show called The Dice Decide.
Yes.
And it got funded. So we will be enjoying some very cool cinematic terrain storytelling.
Yes, and I want to tell you, friends, that, I really try to support creators. Little creators in particular. I really, I love people with, who don't have as much of a chance, right? It's very, very difficult in the TTRPG space to get exposed and to have people appreciate your stuff. And I see so many wonderful things. Honestly, I spend too much, right? Ms. Goo often gives me a hard time for it. But
It's not, I don't think it is spending too much. I think it's what you said. It's supporting people. And like when I had
I
a
wonder
little.
if this gooey ball.
I love that you're still touching the gooey ball.
Oh,
I can't believe
it feels so good.
I can't believe that sentence just came out of my mouth.
All of you in the Twitch channel are saying terrible, snarky things right now.
my God.
This is, yes, the gooey ball.
Okay, anyway.
Continue. What were you saying?
I'm
Creators.
just saying that when I had my little hat business, making hats with the teacups on there, like every little sale that I had, it helped just keep me going, helped keep me supported, and it meant a lot to me. So I like doing the same now for other people who are.
And we're going to keep trying to bring on people. Also, by the way, I got a thing we're going to talk about the book club because I want the book club to succeed. And I think I know why it's struggling, because we have to do something different. So Paul, you and I, now that we
I said Wednesday.
You said Wednesday, yes. We're going to have a meeting on Wednesday because I really want to keep I want to keep the book club going. Yes, the Mournwood. Yes, this is, yes, wait till you see. I think you will like the Mournwood, my friends.
I think so too. Okay. Also, you posted this great little.
Yes. I hope people read it. I hope they just didn't look and say, "Oh, that looks cute," and they did. I hope they read it because it's pretty darn good.
This is the crazy guy.
This is the gnome who lives in Condorius, who lives in the Mournwood, and is quite mad indeed. The mad gnome. Yes, is very interesting. A very interesting individual whom you will meet, I think, as you journey therein.
Okay, so we're gonna do some quick Halloween stuff.
Yeah, James.
And then we have another...
But let's do it. We can definitely. People got pictures of their costumes. We can put it up. We can put it up next week and let people put up their costumes and.
Well, people can put up their costumes. I'm not up for running a contest around it. That's all I'm saying.
We got people you can assign to, Cameron. It doesn't have to always be you.
Okay.
We have our marvelous new Shiloh.
I know we do have a new social media person. I'm very excited about.
We'll do a portrait of her pretty soon.
Nice. Okay, so this is James. James needs to come on the show because we tried having them on.
Yes.
Margaret, and the tech didn't work, but James is an excellent cosplayer.
Wonderful.
And won a prize for best costume. This was a hilarious post from Tim.
This is so good.
How do you say this? Dracoliches? Dracoliches prefer Butterfinger bars. You're welcome for this vital information.
Yes, it's the peanut buttery goodness.
So just throw them at
yes,
them.
That's right. If they are coming at you, just throw a few Butterfingers and run.
Yes. Okay, I love this every year when it gets posted.
Yes.
When your wizard's second highest stat is charisma.
Yeah.
And I do think in some world, Alphinius Goo wore a hat and some heels.
You have to admit my comment was pretty funny.
What was your comment?
Oh, you didn't see it?
No.
It says, I want to be very clear. I do not own these boots. Mine are red.
Nice. Nice. This is a great display from James.
Yes.
Yeah. So it almost looks like a Gooey Cube the way that he did the lights, kind of. Anyway, I thought this was excellent.
I love Halloween decor. Michelle does a wonderful Halloween display every year. Oh, did you get it? There it is. Yes.
So, awesome. And then we're going to finish on Chet's amazing
Halloween kitty.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, really good. Chet, magnificent.
Anyway, okay, so that's social media. I'm going to roll our next winner.
Oh, well, what time is it?
We have 9 more minutes to go.
Shouldn't I do the reading first?
No, I think we'll do this first.
No, let's do the reading. Come on, we want to do this.
Okay, we're going to do the reading first. Keep you in anticipation for
we want to, forget the reading. We want to show the slides. We want to show the program. Let's do that real quick, and then we'll do the reading next week.
Hello, Raiders from the Vectar.
Wonderful, good to see you, friends.
Right?
We love you and appreciate that you always show up.
Me if I say that right.
Victoria.
Oh, there is not an entry for this contest. These are the ones that have already been entered for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks.
Yes. So we do these progressives because we want people who watch our stream and support us like this to get extra entries.
Yes.
So what we do is you can get one entry typically on our website going through the Facebook or going through the Discord. You can typically get one entry. Cameraman, we've got to figure out this Discord thing because I don't know how to do this on Discord without it being very onerous on us. So we're going to have to figure out how to give people on Discord a chance to enter. So there's got to be some tool. I'm sure it exists. We just have to find it. But anyway, if you come to the stream on a regular basis and you enter in the stream, you get extra entries. So this is actually drawing day. So we're not doing more entries today. This is drawing day. And then we will start a new one next week, which I'm going to be very, very excited to tell you all about. All right.
Katie knows. There's a giveaway bot, she says.
Hi, Katie. Oh, Katie, you know everything. Katie has been very dear to me. And Katie, I appreciate your wonderful words. Geeky, too, and a number of others have written to me and given me wonderful words of encouragement. Casey called me the other day.
Oh, it's Affy, not Katie. Katie is here. Okay, sorry.
Hello, Affy. It's good to see you, too, my dear.
Okay. We love you, too.
So anyway, so are we going to do the slides and then we'll do the?
I'm going to do this really quickly because I want to do it before so people can drop out if they need to.
Oh, okay, yeah, because it's getting close.
Yes,
that's a good idea.
Okay, I'm spinning the wheel. I'm recording.
She's recording the spinning.
And the winner is I should probably turn this.
What goes up must come down.
Let's see here.
Wheel, spinning round. Yes, talk about your
Strax
trouble.
lives.
Strax lives!
Congratulations, you have won the gaming mat.
You got the mat, which I am getting one. Just going to sit behind my Game Master screen. By the way, Camera Mendy.
What?
I'm doing it. I'm giving Mike the pool table.
Yes.
And I'm getting the new table.
I'm excited for you.
It is my Christmas wish. Yes.
Strax Lives is in the chat, so I'm
Hey, that must make your day, my
Yes.
friend. Yes, magnificent. Congratulations. Yes, and all of you, please give us a little like or subscribe to this channel. Do that, please, if you would. And also, if you've never done this before, you got to go to gooeycube.com/prizes.
Gooeycube.com/prizes.
And fill out that damn form because we give away a lot of stuff. Everybody knows.
And it makes my life just significantly easier when I don't
Well, it
have
also means you're going to get a prize. If
Yes.
you don't fill that out, even if you win, you don't win because we got to have your information. With all these goofy handles all over the place, Discord handles, Facebook handles, and all this stuff, it's nigh on impossible to figure out who wins sometimes with these things. So we have to have your forms.
Yes.
So make sure you do that. gooeycube.com/prizes. So, all right, Camera Mandy.
Okay, now it's all you.
All right, so listen. We're continuing to talk a little bit about the Mournwood, and I'm going to go a little deeper next week, because you're getting short on time. But last week, we talked some about the monsters of the Mournwood and what's going on there with the influences of the Nine, right, O, and the influences of the corrupted magics, right, and this incredibly creepy thing called the Cult of Anuphosa and this Cult of the Phoenix, which wants to basically remake everything through fire. They're actually misguided in terms of following O. So anyway, it's all crazy. But we're going to start talking about intriguing localities of the Mournwood. And for me...
I'm going to pause you.
Yes, of course.
Because I just saw this chat, and it's true. The Vactor says, we're giving away a bunch of stuff donated by Gooey Cube today at the end of our Extra Life stream. And we've actually donated stuff to a number of Extra Life streams.
Yes.
We love the charity of Extra Life. Please go watch these streams, support these people who are raising money.
Make sure, Katie or Effie, would you put something in the chat so people have a link, how to go there and all of that stuff?
Yes, give us all the information.
Yes, put it in there so people can go. Yes, because it supports Extra Life, and they're doing a marvelous job.
Yes.
So go watch, definitely for sure. So,
right,
intriguing localities of the Mournwood. So there are these wonderful, one of the things that I love about good lore is that it's deep lore. And it's plausible, fantastically plausible lore. It feels real. It is based in history. It's based in factualness in terms of the lore itself of the world, right? It feels like it could actually be real, which is very important for the suspension of disbelief, as I said many, many times, right? So part of that is actually creating localities that hopefully have a little bit of depth to them that is not just sort of like placed there. This is why if you're trying to be a world builder, and you just have a great idea that you think is really cool, and you just plop it down somewhere, it might actually not help your campaign. It might hurt your campaign because you have to think through the why of the thing, right? And so all of the Mournwood localities are intriguing and interesting, but they all have a little bit of a why, right? And that's important because we've sort of established this Mournwood can cause insanity. And so what does that mean for people who are living there? And how come people who are living in the fringe areas don't go insane and all of this kind of stuff? So intriguing localities of the Mournwood. Let's go, cameraman. Let's get the next slide. So first of all, I really cannot tell you how proud I am of the two Eston Shore fringe area maps. These will abut to the Darkenhaven maps. So you'll literally be able to go from Governor's Isle. You'll go through the Bayweather Gate, pass through Governor's Isle, and then all the way across the bridge to the other side of the Mistroon, right there at the top of the falls. And there you will find yourselves at the edge of the Mournwood. And the maps, as you can see even here, I'm going to do a little more zooming in next week. But let's go to the next one, cameraman, because this has got a little bit of zoom in on it. So here are just some of the localities which are part. If you have Peculiar Brews, and not many people do, you can see the broken citadel, which is Fornastus Keep, which is the old keep that was there after the War of Ruin, and there was a pretty terrible thing that happened because of some mages trying to access the high magics, and that basically destroyed the entire settlement there. There's the Shallow Grave Distillery down there, and down to the right is Pfeifendoo's Sundries. And anyway, the Croven Down Cave you can see there. You can see Sever's Dark. You can see the Crack. the Cursed Stone, Spider Dell, Zogzendine, all of these wonderful places. And of course, because we believe in trying to give people more than just a description, right? Go ahead, Cameraman. There is Fornastus Keep. And this, I have dreams, right, of so many places having scenarios built around them. This is one that I really want to build a scenario around. But it will be a time in coming. But it has just got a wonderful tale, and this work by Edvard is just, I think, wonderful. So there is Fornastus Keep, which you saw on the map. There is Fife and Do's Sundries and Supplies, run by a magnificent gnome who has a lot of skill in many things, and has a lot of stuff for sale, mostly for adventurers and those who are traveling along the road that is south, the Twinning Falls Road, that runs south of the Mournwood, running to the east and from Darkenhaven. But all three of these actually are by Edvard. There is the Shallow Grave Distillery, which is a wonderful place where there's a lot of interesting things that happen as part of the Blood for the Con adventure, which of course is dedicated to our marvelous Donnie and Andrea, and we are very excited. There are many caves in the Mournwood, and they give much opportunity for exploration, and some of these are denoted in Blood for the Con, and some of them in the campaign set, and of course all of these artworks are included as well. There is Zogzendine. Zogzendine is a place very special and very important to the lore, and actually in Peculiar Brews something very interesting happens here for your party, and again, a marvelous image that I think is just spectacular. One more, right, cameraman, or two?
Well, no, that was all.
Oh, I thought I had. Oh, yes.
But this was from last week, and you said you'd talk about it. So
part of the concept of the Mournwood are these necrosic druids, which is a character class that we will be including in our materials. And now, playing a necrosic druid probably means a bit of problems for your party. Because they are fanatically dedicated to the Nine, and fanatically dedicated to what is the remaking, what is called the remaking. And this one in particular, who is the Defiler, he is quite an interesting antagonist in Blood for the Con. And I can't wait to have you read it and tell us what you think, because it basically takes Peculiar Brews, revamped, and then moves it forward to more activities, pays off some of the things that happened in Peculiar Brews, and is a wonderful, wonderful tale. And if everybody likes it enough, and we think they will, we already did well in the Kickstarter, we're going to do, which we'll talk about at Genghis Con in 2024, we are going to do Revenge of the Con. So yes, another thing to add to the list, Cameramandy. Is that it?
This is my life. This is my life.
My friends, I just want to tell you all, I want to encourage you today. I want to encourage you before we go. And I might do a little bit more of this because I have lived an interesting life and had wonderful things happen and terrible things happen, which is, I think, most people, how they live. But I want to encourage you today that if you're going through a hard time, share with your friends. Don't grieve alone. Be confident that the sun will come and arising soon. It will. And just love well the people who are around you. Give them a little more slack, right? Don't be so, sometimes we can get uptight, right? And get disturbed and all of that stuff. Don't do that. Live as if tomorrow might be your last day or might be their last day. And I truly believe, my friends, if we all lived that way, the world would be a better place in my heart of hearts. May all your adventures be sticky, my friends. May your life be sticky too. And I hope you get a gooey ball, because I like it. Ha ha!